Hello, my name is Julie. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Treasures Made from Yarn. And in this video, we're going to get into a little more detail about this bag because it was requested that they know more about this bag. And it is like, obviously, you can see it's the granny stitch. Now about this bag. I started out with the square, like a rectangle granny's blanket. So if you're familiar with how to make a rectangle granny blanket, or not a rectangle granny blanket, that's what this is. I'm trying to figure out how many stitches I started out with. So I gotta look at it. I have, good, let's see. Oh yeah, do I have 4 on the bottom? 1. Yeah, so maybe I started out with, let's see, 3 times 4 is 12. I think 12. I think I might have started out with 14 chains to get the 4 clusters on the bottom. And the 1 cluster of 3 on each of the end. And that is that. And I just made like you would make a granny square all the way out till you want the base long enough. And then to do the corners, we just did a double, like a front post. Is that a front post? Yeah, I think that's a front post. Whatever you get at the edge. So it's a front post in each stitch to set up the base. And then we had continued with the granny square pattern around until I made it tall enough, which in this case it was, I'm trying to remember what hook. I might have used a G hook or an H. So I did 21 rows. That includes the base row, or the 1 to the front post, double crochets around, and single crochets on top before we proceeded with the handle. Before we get into the handle, I started a different bag, but I'm not sure if I like the grannies on the bottom. So, lost hook. We started this one. This yarn I'm using for this is the Cotton Cupcakes by Karen. These are 3.5 ounces or 100 gram balls, 212 yards, and 194 meters. I will need at least 2 to finish the bag we are working on. Let's see, it's almost done with the first one. I didn't want the granny bottom, so we did the single crochets back and forth for the bottom. Now, I didn't want it too wide like the other one I showed you, but if you want it wider, you can. But these are 12 stitches across. You can go out whatever number, as long as it's divisible by 6. So you can probably double that and put 24 and make it more like a square bottom. But I wanted more like a tote or a purse for this. So anyway, there are 18 ridges or 36 rows. 12 stitches across, 36 rows. And then after that, I did actually, instead of doing single crochet around, I just decided to start the bag part, I did double crochets around. So there's like 12. There's still like 12 on each end and 36 on each end. And then like the other bag, I proceeded making, then after the double crochet, we just did cluster of 3, and then we, between the two, cluster of 3 between every 3 double crochets. So you get cluster 3 in between double crochets. I don't put chains between for the granny. So This is how far we are on this one. The handles are going to be about the same on this one. So I guess I can go back to the other one because I'm going to do the handles. I got to figure out where I'm going to place the handles on this particular bag. So I think I got 10? Okay, so I got like 3 on the ends. And I think I have 12. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, 12. I think I have 12 double clusters on each end. So I will try to figure the placement handle. I might go in 4. Okay. All right, we'll go back to the other bag for a minute. I am just thinking out loud here. Just to figure out the day of the bag. Oh, it's right here. So I just sat and figured out where I wanted to place the handles, because that's always not the fun part. Just to figure out which 2 clusters that I wanted, to figure out where I want to put them. And I think this particular one I have 7 clusters in between. Where you'll figure out where you'll put the handle. I have another bag tutorial that uses the same technique making the handle. So I think I would start on, I think if I had it facing me, I would start on this side or on my right. Attach a chain and then like chain something like 50. And then attach it to the other side, wherever I decide to place the handle. And then start out, I would then slip stitch into the next stitch. Then go back a single crochet across. And then slip stitch probably in the same, I think I slip stitch in the same stitch and the next one over. All right, clear as mud, and then back into single crochets, and then with slip stitch in the stitch that was in the same, and then the next one over. And over. So anyway, I will leave my boho bag tutorial, which it's a pretty cool tutorial if you want to check out that bag. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that is, or you can do whatever handle you want. If you want to, you can just simply make the straps and then sew them on. If you want to do that, this was just a basic roadmap. So I am hoping we are getting our stuff from the fire. Yeah, if you're new here, we had a house fire back in late March. We are now in July, end of July, almost 4 months later, getting our restored stuff, because it was at a restoration company and it took, I know the insurance company and the stores took a while, but we're finally getting it back Monday. It means I'll finally get stuff I use to make tutorials. I get the blue chair back. I haven't decided where I'm going to put. If you've seen all my older videos, there is a blue chair in the background. It might go in this room, the living room, or that's the bedroom. Okay, I slipped out the living room because that's where more likely that chair is going to go. It's going to be out in the living room. Very small living room. And yeah. And then, here, pause a minute. All right, don't mind the mess. See, when stuff gets back, I will have shelving to put all that on. Yeah, this very narrow side of the bed. Oh, yeah, look, I got most of my baskets stacked up to make an impromptu table. That's the table we are using during the video. Then, obviously, I had bought that recently for the bathroom. Yep, that's where my CPAP machine is, because it takes a heat pad. And then the plan is to I have another chair, to put a chair in this corner. Yeah, see, and you've probably seen that. I have those. So yeah, this little corner of the bedroom will be the studio. So I gotta try to make it work. Oh, I need to put a table there. A chair there. I need some form of table. I have 2 carts. Actually, when I was at the other house, I had made my videos on a cart. So the chair will be there, and I'll have a cart. Here is undetermined. I don't know, I'm thinking out loud. I have a piece of furniture that was out in the living room that I think I'm going to confiscate and put here for it's like a narrow table. So I can use that. I can probably do tutorials on that. Sitting on the edge of the bed. And then hopefully some form of my wire shelving I got off Amazon will go up in that corner to actually store that mess. So, okay. Well, that was a quick roadmap for this bag. Then I will link the tutorial for the boho bag, because that will tell how I made these straps. So obviously where you would start the strap is going to be different than the boho bag, but the boho bag's pretty cool. So yeah, I highly recommend making the boho bag. I have a boho, one of my bags handy, but anyway, I will link that tutorial because that shows how to make the handle. And then hopefully starting next week, we're probably start making tutorials again, because I'll have my stuff. And I have a long list. I got items for the bag, from one of the things I want to make. Tutorial to include, you probably have seen versions of this bag. I did want to make a tutorial on this bag. That's why I originally bought the cupcakes yarn. That's the reason why I bought 4 of these to make this bag. Well, we're using it right now. We're using it to make. So yeah. Tutorial on this bag. It's similar, but this you probably have seen versions of this market bag. Pretty cool. Except this uses double crochets and chains instead of the chain. They've seen the chain stitch, but this uses double crochets, and I think it works up slightly faster doing it this way. And I've done it the other way. I think I like this version better. Right now, it's full of hats. Okay, well, that is all I have for this video. If you did like this video, give it a like. See more content like this, and hopefully more tutorials coming up in months. Okay, please subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you always for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye now.